Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. And it has been a minute since we talked about ONDO, and in today's update we are going to do a full Elliott Wave analysis for the short term and see what is going on in these areas, and can we actually argue the final low in ONDO is already here. So first things first, if you remember the last time that we talked about ONDO, I think we were right around this area, and the idea was that we have broken a very important divergence line, so this move up can continue a little bit more, and as you can see it absolutely did. But even then I said, look, sure, you can argue that this is like a 1 2 3 4 5, meaning maybe the low is already in, but that doesn't mean that this is a buy opportunity. No, we need to be patient and careful and wait for a slow move down, a correction structure, and then okay, maybe this is going to be a long opportunity. But unfortunately, as you can see, that definitely did not play out, and instead the bearish scenario that we talked about, which suggested this is an A, B, and then 5 wave up into our C leg, actually played out, and we got a very strong move down. And in it, did we take the lowest low down here or not? Let's just hide everything. As you can see, yep, we absolutely did. So in ONDO, I think if you want to do an Elliott Wave analysis, once more you need to start counting waves from the lowest low down here. And do we have some good news or not? I think so, maybe. You see, if you want to have your final low down here, then okay, you need to be able to find off of the lowest low in this region a 1 2 3 4 5 wave. This specific example is an impulse. Rules for it are we should not have overlapping of the waves between wave 2 and 4, and in any kind of 5 wave, wave 3 is simply not allowed to be the smallest wave. And for our sub waves, you probably know what I'm about to say in case that you are a regular viewer of the channel. 5 up into wave 1 3 and 5, and for wave 2 and 4 we can have different scenarios. Let's say ABC into 4, and yep, a WXY into wave 2. Now let's go on the live chart and see what is happening. So right out of the bat, I can absolutely tell you that this is starting from here, a 1 2 strong move up into wave 3, followed by, I'm gonna say, probably a running flat into 4, another move up into wave 5. So this, in my view, is an optimistic sign. After it, what do we have? I don't really believe that this move specifically is an impulse. No, I'm thinking we are probably having either an ABC or maybe a WXY, generally some sort of a correction. And then this is actually, in my view, a wave 1 correction for wave 2 to about this point. And I'm not sure, probably to about here we're gonna have our wave 3, and once more this is a correction for 4, and yes, probably this is going to be our wave 5. Now, on a higher degree, I'm thinking probably a correction started in ONDO from this high, and the end of it can be around the current area, maybe even a bit lower, not really that important. Why do I believe that a correction started from here and not this high? Well, you see, if I want to say that our correction started from the high side, then okay, in the last phase up, I need to be able to find a complete 5 wave. However, this, from my view, seems a hell of a lot like an ABC. So again, this is a very important reason to argue in this whole area we are having a correction, and I am really hoping that in ONDO our correction is going to be into a larger degree, wave 4, and then after it we have yet another move up into wave 5. Question: is this wave 5 going to be a buy opportunity? Honestly, I don't really think so. Why? You see, even according to the most bullish possibility, after completing a 5 wave, what are we going to have? You know it, a move on the downside. And if in this phase we see the right subwave, okay, you know what, fair enough. Around these areas can be a decent buy and also long opportunity, in hope that we get another very strong move up. And why do I say that? Because if we do it, odds are on a higher degree this is going to be a wave 1 correction for wave 2, and what's next? Massive move into wave 3 4 5. And you want to remember, in terms of Elliott waves, wave 3 is usually considered as very strong and sharp, and that, my friends, is exactly why I'm thinking after completing our wave 2 we are headed for some very exciting times. Now, here's a very important point. If you do not like Elliott waves at all, and you don't really care about the counts and what is going on right around the current area, then okay, fair enough. May I suggest, just wait a little bit more and see. are we going to confirm this double bottom structure? Actually, that's not the right word. Let's say this potential double bottom structure. Now, why do I say that? Because this double bottom at the moment is not really confirmed. When will it get confirmed? Let's actually go on a less busy chart so we can see the candles a bit better. There we go. Let's just hide everything. Excuse me. Okay, so you see, we are having our next line right around here, and the moment that we identify a rather good move up above this region, followed by a consolidation pattern above it, and then another move in order to take this high, we can say, you know what, the double bottom is indeed confirmed, which is a very important sign suggesting in ONDO the final low potentially and hopefully is in, and what can be a likely target if you want to go according to this pattern. First things first, you need to put your chart on regular scale, okay? I'm going to say this in every single video so people understand that there is simply no measuring waves on logarithmic. And then you need to measure the height of your pattern from here to about this point and put it at your supposedly breaking point. This is giving you like a 1.7 to like $1.8 ONDO, which I do think in the midterm, meaning in the next 2-3 months, is absolutely realistic. So overall in ONDO, I think we are looking optimistic. This move up does actually have a lot of the characteristics of an impulse, but the job is not fully done yet. We need to see a consolidation, another move up, followed by a move on the downside. And then, okay, if we see the proper signs in this whole area, we can be optimistic with much more confidence. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in ONDO. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.